Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 most expensive foods in the world. You call yourselves foodies? You think you've seen it all? You haven't seen a bloody thing until you've had a taste of these ingredients. Prepare to be amazed by the luxury and extravagance of these culinary delights. We're talking about ingredients so rare, so decadent, they make gold leaf look like a sprinkle of parsley. First up we have Almas caviar. This isn't your average supermarket fish paste. No, we're talking about the eggs of the beluga sturgeon. And not just any beluga, we're talking ancient albino fish swimming in the Caspian Sea. It's like finding a diamond in a pile of gravel. A kilo of this stuff will set you back $25,000. You could buy a decent car for that. Why so expensive? Because these albino fish are rarer than a good bloody steak at a vegan restaurant. Next up, we have white truffles. These pungent little buggers grow underground like edible gold nuggets. And speaking of gold, they cost more than the shiny stuff too. We're talking $3,600 per pound. Why? Because they're a nightmare to find. You need specially trained pigs or dogs to sniff them out. Now let's talk saffron. This spice is the real deal, not some cheap knockoff. It comes from a specific type of crocus flower, and each flower only produces a few tiny strands. We're talking painstaking, back-breaking work to harvest this stuff. No wonder it costs up to $5,000 per pound. That's more expensive than some designer handbags. But hey, at least you can eat saffron. Chapter 4. Ever heard of bird's nest soup? No, not the kind your granny makes. This is swallow's nest soup, and it's made from the nests of cave-dwelling birds in Southeast Asia. And what do these birds use to build their nests? Their saliva. Yep, you heard right, bird spit, and it'll cost you up to $3,000 per kilogram. Apparently, it's meant to have medicinal properties, but frankly, I'd rather have a bowl of my mom's chicken soup. Chapter 5. Now for something truly bizarre, Kopi Luwak coffee. This coffee is made from beans that have been eaten and, how do I put this delicately, pooped out by civet cats. Apparently, the civets digest the beans in a way that gives the coffee a unique flavor. Unique isn't always good, folks. But hey, if you want to try coffee that's been through the digestive system of a cat, be my guest. Chapter 6. Mushrooms. Who doesn't love a good mushroom? But these aren't your average button mushrooms you chuck in a stew. Matsutake mushrooms are incredibly rare, found in specific forests in Japan, and they're slowly killing the trees they grow near. They're like the culinary equivalent of a beautiful but deadly poison. Chapter 7. Moose cheese. You won't believe what animal this cheese comes from. Ever heard of moose cheese? I bet you haven't. This cheese is about as rare as it gets. It's made in one place on Earth, a moose farm in Sweden. And yes, you heard right, moose cheese. Chapter 8. Iberico ham. This is not your average ham sandwich filling. Now for some proper meat, Iberico ham. This is the Wagyu beef of the ham world. We're talking about black Iberian pigs, fed a diet of acorns, roaming free in Spanish forests. The result? Ham so rich, so flavorful, it'll make you want to slap your mama. But be prepared to pay for the pleasure. A whole leg of Iberico ham can set you back a whopping $4,500. Chapter 9. Bluefin tuna. The king of sushi, and your wallet will know it. Sushi lovers, prepare to be amazed and horrified by the price of bluefin tuna. This fish is the king of sushi, prized for its rich, buttery flavor. But overfishing has made it incredibly rare, and that means sky-high prices. We're talking up to $3,000 per pound for the best cuts. Chapter 10. Foie gras. The controversial delicacy that's dividing the world. Last but not least, we have foie gras. This French delicacy is as controversial as it is expensive. Why? Because it's made from the liver of a duck or goose that has been force-fed. Yeah, not exactly the most humane way to produce food, but there's no denying that foie gras is delicious. Rich, buttery, and melt in your mouth good. Outro, would you spend your life savings on these foods? Thanks for joining us on this luxurious culinary journey. We've seen some of the most expensive, most exclusive, and frankly, most bizarre foods on the planet. From bird spit soup to cat poop coffee, we've covered it all. So next time you're feeling flush, why not splash out on some Almas caviar or a sliver of white truffle, or maybe stick to a good old-fashioned burger. Your wallet might thank you for it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating food facts. Until next time, happy eating.